Happy Saturday, Texas. We are back at it, Connect family, bringing you the heat with today's hottest women in business and female entrepreneurs. It is a new month, Wendy. Happy March. Happy Women's History.
Happy Women's History Month to you, Natalie. And it's Saturday, March 4th, and we are kicking off the month in celebration of women's history.
Yeah, I know. It's so exciting. There's so many amazing women that I think we've all come to admire, just learning history. That's why history is so important. You have to learn history so you can, be inspired. And who knows? We're all making history every day, whether we're in the books or not. But I'm excited for today's show, Wendy. We are definitely talking to several guests that are making history of their own. And coming up first, this young lady, I'm so honored and thrilled to be able to spend time with her today, Wendy. I know you are too. She has worked with artists like Usher, Keisha Cole, Chris Brown. And also, I learned just recently that she wrote the first R&B album for DJ Khaled. So her work is just incredible. We're going to talk about her top single on the Billboard charts as well. So it's time to get all the way into it. Please help us welcome London Knighton to the show.
Ladies, happy Women's History Month to you, London.
Talk about just that experience and being able to create these songs and these tracks that become so loved. And it's like, this artist, as you say, gets the credit, but there's so much that goes on the back end. So I'd love to hear your thoughts there too.
It's an honor to be able to work with a lot of seasoned vets as well as newcomers in the game. And I can kind of steer both artists, newcomers and vets alike, in the direction that I feel their artistry and their career should be going.
I love it. And I love your gratitude. I mean, I'm imagining that's what got you here. And let's talk movies. You have a new flick coming out on the Hallmark Channel. We can also catch it on Netflix. And you're currently being considered to play Mary J. Blige in her new upcoming biography.
Coming from behind the scenes is very exciting. And the movie on Netflix is Murder Mystery 2, coming out on March 31st. I'm so excited for the Hallmark film. Yes, y'all. Groundswell. You can actually catch that now. And I play Chef Tracy.
Yes.
So I play Chef Tracy in the Hallmark film. Well, and on my website, you can catch me in a short film Time, produced by Andre Harris, which I play the leading lady. Yes, Monique.
See, it's no surprise you're in the work you're in, the field you're in. You're so full of energy and enthusiasm and excitement. And it takes that type of energy to be able to convey a message. I love that. I want to talk business because there are so many of us that are looking to dig deeper into the industry, work with celebrities and really get higher paying customers and clients. What have you learned about the industry that you really take to heart when it comes to protecting yourself when it's talking about big money and big deals like television, film?
Well, I've learned a rule of thumb for everyone, but I would say especially for us women in what can be male-dominated fields. I feel like we have to stand in our power, know our worth, and act accordingly. Don't let anyone lowball you or make you feel like you aren't worth what you're worth.
So let's talk before you go. I know the time is short, but I want to know, I know Wendy too, who was the most exciting artist that you've worked with? And is there anyone on the list that you're hoping to connect with in the future?
Well, I'll start by saying I would love to connect with Mary J. Blige and work with her. I really love her. I'm slated to I'm going to say that. I'm slated to play her in a film, but I auditioned for the role of Mary J. Blige in the forthcoming Uptown biopic on BET, so keep me in your prayers, guys, but I would love to work with her. I loved working with Usher Raymond. He really empowered me. First of all, our collaborative effort got me my first #1 record on the R&B Hot 100 charts and #2 on the Billboard charts. So I'm so thankful to him. He really empowered me. I was very young coming into our session, and he'd be in the studio and I'd be behind the board. And I say, sing it this way, do something differently. And he respected my ear. And that was so empowering for a young woman coming into the industry myself,
What an honor to get to work with those artists and to get to work with you as well, London. So
Right.
how can people reach out to you, connect with you?
So you can find me on all social media at London Knighton, LUNDON. KNIGHTEN. My mom had to do her thing, so I have to spell it out. But it's the same across all social media. Find me and my website, londonnighton.com. And there you can reach out to me. I have a link where it goes right direct to me, as well as I check my direct messages, everything, because I want to be able to work with great people.
That good girl energy. Can't you just feel it, Wendy? Like everything good is coming to London. You deserve it.
Ditto.
You're just so calming and just kind and courageous. And then, of course, you're winning this big award where you were brave enough to take leadership in the booth in the studio and just keep following your heart, follow your dreams. You're in the room, you're meant to be there, and it's just the beginning. Well, London, we're so grateful to have you. And Texas, don't go far. Coming up next, we are talking gut health. And I know that is something that is important to all of us.
Yes.
Jana Johnson is sharing the one ingredient that causes weight gain and skin blemishes. Plus, later, this influencer was front and center stage at the Grammys and also on the stage when Harry Styles won Album of the Year. She is with us. And how did she do it? All of that coming up next.
Hi guys, it's Ty Hanner. Please check out my new book, Makeover from Within, and you're watching the Connect Network.
Do you have a business idea but struggle with analysis paralysis on how you can bring it to life? Our proven system will help you to master your mindset, get clarity on your skills, and teach you how to start an online business from idea to income streams. Connect with us today over at RaquelWalters.com and schedule your consultation call.
I'm Chris Lamont. I'm Calvin Lamont, and we are from HETV's Buy to Build It, and you can follow us on Instagram at the Chris Lamont and at the Calvin Lamont, and we're excited to be here. Find us on the Connect Network TV. Stay tuned.
Hi there, I'm Kayla Kraft. I help women make money and increase their net worth. You can find me at mommymillionaire.co, and you can watch me on the Connect Network TV. Make sure to tune in.
Well, welcome back, Texas. So, yes, the holidays are over. So, why are you still overeating? Is that just me or is everybody overeating? I feel like I'm still kind of overeating. They all say, I think we all know that gut health is the key to brain health. And our next guest is here to sort it all out. So we are happy to have you here, Jana. Hey.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
We are so happy to have you on the show today. And I've been really excited to dive into this topic of gut health because you, Jana, say there is one ingredient that causes weight gain and skin blemishes. So what is that one ingredient?
Yeah, so most people probably aren't going to want to hear it, but sugar is the ingredient. And in fact, when you have sugar and dairy together, that causes a lot of inflammation in your gut. And it causes those nasty breakouts that we don't want.
Okay, that's interesting. I guess it makes sense too, but I didn't appreciate the combination of the dairy and the sugar together. So like ice cream, don't even do it, right? This spring and summer, don't do it. So let's talk about bloating because that's one of the things that as I've overeaten this, past several weeks, let's talk about ways that we can avoid that. I'm sure staying away from the sugar and the dairy, like you mentioned, is one, but what are some other things we can do?
Yeah, I mean, who wants to feel bloated, right? It's like that eliminates wearing all fitted clothes and you've got to wear your comfy clothes, right?
Yeah.
So there's a few things here. Staying hydrated is super important. Most people really don't drink enough water, and they don't have electrolytes. And electrolytes, most of the ones that we get today in the stores are full of sugars, artificial sweeteners, dyes. But then they have like Ultima, little things like that don't have the dye, they don't have the sugars, but they have the electrolytes that help keep everything balanced in our body. So taking a high quality probiotic is also another one. Not overeating, right? And just staying away from the foods that bloat us, right? The legumes, dairy, wheat, corn, all of those things. So if you got something coming up and you want to be a little slim and trim right here, stay hydrated and don't overeat.
So talk about those myths when it comes to sleep. Like, I don't need any sleep. I'll sleep when I die. What are your thoughts to how we should really be respecting the concept of sleep?
Yeah, that's a tough one these days because, the technology, people working, and then it's like, if your mom's like us, right, you get your kids to bed and then you're finally like, oh, I have time for myself and I have time to work. And, for me as a single mom, when I have my kids every other week, I get them to bed and I'm like, oh, I can go work now. I can go do stuff. And it takes a lot of self-discipline, but things that really help with sleep, because sleep is so important. It affects how you eat, right? So if you're getting 2 or 3 hours of sleep, that is comparable to like driving under the influence. That's how it is with your brain. So getting sleep is so important to how you focus, to working out, to not overeating the next day, keeping your blood sugar stable, and just feeling your very best. If I don't get much sleep, I know I can be grouchy with my kids the next day, right? I don't want to be that mom. So if you can not overeat dinner, and then try not to eat 3 hours before your bedtime, your body will sleep much better. And eliminating as much light as possible in your room, that helps a lot. And a lot of people are deficient in magnesium, and magnesium is really good at keeping our bodies calm. So those are probably my top 3 tips in getting better sleep.
I'm loving all of your tips today and your strategies. So how can myself or our viewers reach out to you and work with you here in Austin?
Yeah, so I help everyone virtually. They can go to my website, revivebyjana.com, and they can look at the services I provide and work one-on-one with me. And, most of the time when people come to me, they've kind of been through it all. They've tried everything. They've been to doctors. And, when people work with me, they see results, and it's long-lasting changes, which is what we want, right? There's no magic pill that works overnight.
So good. Jana, I'm so grateful to have you on the show today. And Texas, stay tuned. Yes, she's right in Austin. Make sure you hit her up. And we can't forget your podcast. Coming up later in the show, Amanda and Alexandra, they have chosen you as their podcast pick of the week. So we're going to learn these 3 things today about why people should be tuning in. We'll be right back.
Founder and creator of Be Teeny Spirits. Please shop our low-calorie cocktails at www.beteenyspirits.com. Thank you for watching the Connect Network TV. Cheers.
Hello, Texas. Happy Women's History Month.
We're so excited to tell you more about our podcast pick of the week.
That's right, Alexandra. And this week's pick is all about health with Jana Johnson. Her podcast is called Revive by Jana. We're so happy to chat with you about this.
Hi. Thanks for having me. On your podcast, we learn how to be our own wellness advocate, how to overcome adversity, and how to heal and balance your body so you can be the best version of yourself. Tell us more about that.
My podcast is to help everyone learn how to be their own wellness advocate.
So we all know podcasting is a genius way to market. How is it growing your business?
You know, I just want to encourage people, motivate people, and inspire people.
So thank you, Jenna. Check out Revive by Jenna podcast on all platforms tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And people can follow me, Revive by Jana on Instagram. Check out my website. Revive with Jana is my podcast, YouTube channel, and it's coming out this week. So thank you all so much for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I cannot wait to listen. And we will be back with a new podcast next week. Thanks, girl.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Show Connect family. So Wendy had to take a moment. She'll be back in just a sec, but we continue to celebrate Women's History Month today. And I tell you, whether you are a small business owner or you're an entrepreneur, there is one little genre that cannot be skipped over, and that is the world of tech. So you're either thriving with your tech, or you're learning about tech, or you're hiring someone to help you with your tech. And we understand here at the Connect. So our next guest, you're gonna love her. She is helping young professionals get into the tech industry through project management. And she's also here to tell us about it. Please help us welcome Davina Shorter to the show.
Hi.
Nice to see you, meet you. So let's talk a little bit more about project management. I think it's critical in general if you're looking to grow with your processes or your systems or your strategies, and just scaling and growing in general. You've got to be organized in that kind of a way. So what is your favorite part of managing a project, and what actionable tips do you have for us as we manage our own projects and business?
Favorite part of managing a project for me is going to be risk management. And for anybody that hates the person that's always thinking of the stuff that goes wrong, that person will actually be great in project management, because things will happen. There are so many things that are in our control and outside of our control, and to acknowledge them ahead of time and have a plan in place to mitigate those risks is going to ultimately give you the most success of your project. So I like to poke holes into everything. I love risk management, but it betters the project. You need a person like that.
Wow, that is very good insight, and just helping us pay attention to what our skills are, what we are, great at, and then maybe that could turn into a job or a place to recognize that I can lead in this space. So let's talk about this. You currently have the #1 e-commerce store for project managers, and this is interesting in itself because e-commerce is really the new direction, the new way. What are some marketing strategies that you utilize to achieve this goal, and how do you recommend we market our own e-commerce stores for those that are in that space as well online?
Yeah, so it kind of depends, but if you have a product that you can sell business to business in addition to business to consumer, you can kind of scale your business. So many companies want to, show recognition to their employees. Hey, guess what? We have a great way you can show recognition to your employees, but especially if they're project managers, we kind of reach out to project manager focused organizations and, hit them right at the company picnic time or Christmas time and have them buy in bulk, so that most of the business is on the consumer that has the big money, and then to our customers, our product is more of a celebratory thing. When you land that job, they want to wear the shirt and tag us in it. When you pass the certification, they want to wear us and, and tag it. So we just have multiple marketing strategies going on, but making sure that you just diversify your ideas to ensure that there's multiple streams of revenue coming in.
So I know you have an announcement. We can't forget to share this before you go today. The Young Professional Project Managers, an organization for project managers just launched. So what can people expect there and how can people be a part of it?
Yes. Okay. So Young Professional Project Managers, YPPM, is a new organization I am so extremely proud of. So, sometimes it could be a little intimidating. I don't want to talk to the expert. I just want to relate to a person that is in my journey, So I wanted to build this community for young professional project managers. You don't have to be young to join. But it's just a community that we can learn, grow, develop. There's so much content in there. And I don't know about any other organization, but I'm hoping, I'm have to do my research, that we will be the first project management organization in Web3. Super excited about that. We talked about innovation. We already have a Discord that people are meeting and greeting and finding their people, so I'm super excited about it. YPPM.world is the website. It's free to join, and let's just build community. I'm super excited about it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the meantime, how can our audience find you and keep up with you, hire you, and get leadership from you when it comes to project management?
Yeah, so I have so many projects going on. The best way to get in contact with me would just be through my website. You can find everything on there. So that is davinashorter.com, DAVINA shorter.com. There's links, there's all my socials. Anything you need to get in contact with me, you will find it there.
I love it, Davina. Thanks for being with us, girlfriend. We appreciate all of your tips and strategies today. And stay with us, Texas, because coming up next, this is going to be good, okay? Beyonce saw her Cuff It challenge. She reposted it. And this woman, just by being her authentic self, was front row at the Grammys. And yeah, she was also on stage when Harry Styles won the Record of the Year award. She's got big things coming. She's up next. Alicia, she's here.
Of businesses fail in the first 5 years. It is sad. And one of the number one reasons is because of the lack of capital. Hi, winners. My name is Terry Kauser, and I'm a credit expert. And I specialize in helping entrepreneurs and investors leverage their personal and business credit to get $100,000 and more in funding super fast. I can't wait to share with you on The Connect Show.
Happy Saturday. We are back. Yes. And I'm excited for this next segment. And let me just start by saying that if you missed the Grammys last month, you really missed a lot. We're going to get caught up today. So you might not even have to watch the Grammys because we've got the lady that was at the Grammys on the stage. She's in the building. Her name is Alicia Johnson. And she had literally one of the best seats in the house. She went viral. It's all the things. I can't explain it. Help me welcome her to the show, Miss Alicia Johnson.
So take us and our viewers back before Beyonce was promoting you on social media. How did you start gaining popularity on Instagram and becoming such an influencer?
Well, first things first, thank you guys for having me. Your energy is amazing. So I'm just vibing, picking up the vibes, And yeah, it's been a whirlwind this past year. But to be honest, this has been me my whole life. This is just all I know is to be Alicia. I've always been outspoken. I've always been unapologetically myself. I'm here to inspire
inspire and motivate others to do the same.
For those that are looking to grow or connect or build with big brands and big executives at these companies, how do we get noticed? Speak to that.
I've been an influencer or content creator since before that was a title. I just always picked up a phone and camera. I was that girl who always had, the disposable cameras. So I always documented my life. You do not have to be super glamorous. You don't have to have this aesthetic and this perfect thing to be, seen and heard. So treating it like a diary per se is like, that's when you're so intimate and vulnerable with yourself because you're not worried about what other people are going to think. You're thinking, this is for me. So that's how I show up. And when I turn the camera on, I'm like, this is me.
And we talked about it. You went viral with the Cuff It Challenge.
It was crazy. It was a whirlwind. I had just missed my train. I was going to visit my mom and I had just missed my train. So thank God I did, because I think I would have been freaking out if I was on the train when I found out. So I was kind of in the train station and my phone is like blowing up and people are like, because I'm not a morning person. So people are like, wake up, wake up, Beyonce posted you, woke up. And I'm like, what, who, what?
Oh my God.
It was insane, right? And I'm like scrambling to find it. So apparently because she's the queen, she posted like a guide on Instagram, which we never even heard of that before, where she listed several people who danced or did something to the Cuff It and called it her Cuff It picks. And I was like the last one. And to me, it was just so beautiful because once again, showing up as my unapologetic self, hair a mess, moo-moo, like slippers on, dancing in my living room, just getting my life and expressing how I truly feel was something that the world loved. Like so many people were like, yes, they loved the other people that were doing the dance in the official moment, but they loved the realness, the rawness, the authenticity of my video and how I just let it all hang out.
So amazing. And you're so fortunate. That's so cool. And so we've got to tap into the Grammys. So break the entire thing down for us from when you got the call to being on stage.
It was a roller coaster ride. Again, it was a whirlwind of things because I didn't really know it was for the Grammys until very close to basically everything starting to happen. So essentially they wanted us to do, just a round table where we talk about our love for our artists, the music, and why we believe that they were the album of the year. And all around, the people that were at the table loved them. We call each other a Grammarly, my Grammy family. Everyone had a unique tie to the music and what the music did for them. So I love and respect that as a music lover. And it was like, we talked about this too. We were like, you're making me want to go back and listen to that album, or I need to look into this artist. So it was really amazing to be on that ride with them because everyone was just so pleasant and happy and joyful. Shout out to the Grammys team because I love the way they edited my video. I said, yes,
girl, you were
looking cute. And they also showed me being my authentic self.
So how can we shop with you? How can we keep up with you? How can our viewers connect with you?
Okay, so I'm _Alicia_ is on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And then there is my beauty supply. So I have an online beauty supply called thebeautynomad.com where you can get the muumuus, but you can also get the things to get glamorous and fabulous when you want to turn it up. Yeah, check me out on socials, connect with me. I interact with my people all the time and the community is strong. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all.
Fun. And thank you to our guests today, Davina, London, Jana, of course, our girls Amanda and Alexandra with their podcast Pick of the Week.
And if you are ready to build your business and brand with the power of media, there's no better place to do it than right here on the Connect Network TV.
That's right. Keep up with past episodes at theconnectonline.com. We will see you next Saturday. Bye.